like us build our image like our own Figlet Ubuntu which we created, and we are going to push that image to Docker Hub. Okay, now let's see that how to push that image to Docker Hub. Now this is the commands we discussed till now. Now what are the commands we discussed? Docker -v, it will show that version information, and info will give the version information. Along with that, what how many containers are running, which file system being used. Okay, all the related Docker information will be show for you. And Docker images, it will show that how many images are available in your system, which is where you are running this Docker command. And Docker search Ubuntu, it will search by default on your repository, but that is Docker Hub. It will show that the images which is available for the respective name. Okay, and Docker pull Ubuntu, the like as you know the specific image you want to download to your local, then we are using a Docker pull. And Docker run, we are running a container. Okay, that if you not mention any name, by randomly it will assign one name, and if you want to assign your own custom name, we are going to assigning our own name using hyphen name tag, right? And once you run, you want to come out from the without stopping container, and we can press the control PQ. And to see the running containers, we are using a Docker PS, and we see that running containers IDs, we can use Docker PS -q. And you want to see running and stopped containers, we can use Docker PS -aq. -a means all, q means that container ID. And if you want to run your container with your custom name, you can use this option. And you want to run login running container, now we can use the Docker exec -it container ID and then bin bash. And based on the like shell it has, the command which it has, like as you know bin bash or bin sh or sh or something like that. And we like after running container, you install something inside the container using apt install command. Figlet something we did, and we create a new image on top of running container using Docker commit command with the message. And this is a container ID, and this is my own image name. This is my image, right? And now next, after that, how to remove the containers? This is -f we can using for the force remove for the running containers. Running containers you can't remove directly until unless either you need to be stop the container, or else you can like as kill the container. Okay, that is our like, or else it is already stopped, or else you need to stop first and then we can remove the container. And you can remove the like containers using the like a simple first letter, second letter, two letters, three letters also. Okay, that's what shortcut we used. And Docker RMI we are using for the removing images, right? And multiple images we can use. We can use multiple images here. And this is a tag. If not mention anything, by default is the latest. By default is the latest. If you not mention any tag here. Okay, now if you want to any container running and that image being used, now if you want to remove that image, then we can use that force push, but it is not recommended to remove that image from the system because it's being used one of your running container. Okay, now this is the same way we are running the like we pull the one of the image which is available in Docker Hub, and we run that container and we see the logs. To see the container logs, std out logs, we can use the Docker logs command. And you want to see the follow-up logs, it will show the till whenever you are executing this command till that time what how many logs are there, that will be print for you. But you want to see ongoing logs also, the live logs, you can use -f follow. You can use -f or else -f follow option. Okay, and next command we used Docker logs -f and tail one. Why we are using this option? Now you like for example, in case your container being running from long let's say 1 month or 2 months, let's say. And if you do this command above command, what it will do, it will print all 30 days logs and it will continue that. I don't want to last 30 days logs, I want to know the right logs right now at present logs. And you can use it, will print the last line and it will continue from there. Till now is clear, guys? Right? Okay. Fine. Coming. Let me. Fine. Now, what we do? We are gonna image which image we build. That image we are gonna try to push over to Docker Hub, right? To push your Docker Hub, what you should have? you should have a Docker Hub account in your system. Like, I mean, like, you should have account, same like the account which you have for GitHub. Similar way, you can create account for Docker Hub also. For GitHub, we are using for what? To store the source code, right? Don't confuse, huh? To store the source code, like all the development code, whatever the level of code we have written, that we're gonna use. Docker Hub we are using for what? To store the Docker images. Now you can ask the question, sir, can we store Docker Hub also in the GitHub? Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. Not only store the Docker Hub images, we can store for long, like as Maven repositories also. Like Maven artifact we used to push to Nexus, right? We can push our Maven artifact into GitHub also. That is one of in GitHub actions. The next example is that only. Okay, you can go through the documentation. You can see that we can store you know our artifacts in Docker, GitHub also, either Docker image, either Maven artifact also. We have a lot of the GitHub will support multiple things also. Now let me show you that, guys. What things it will support. Okay. I'll show where it will store also. Right, now let me show you. Okay, for example, taking an example, this one. Okay, and see. Now you can come here and then see this packages. There is an option called packages. You can see these packages. Okay, you can click these packages and see what type of packages it will support. All, containers, npm, ruby gems, maven, docker, nugget. Now you can store this kind of artifacts in the Docker Hub. Is it clear now? Yes, we can store our Docker images into here also. But sir, can we store source code into Docker Hub? No, it's no. Okay, remember that. Fine. Who is owner of this GitHub? Is anyone know who is owning this project right now? GitHub. I think I discussed it. It 2018 and 19, I think so. Okay. It was there for GitHub itself. There is a organization GitHub. Okay, now it is the Microsoft is bought this project actually. Now this owned by the Microsoft. GitHub product, one of the product is from Microsoft. It's a Microsoft product right now. Okay, fine. Next, what we do? Let's see that how we can push the Docker images. Okay. Now, first of all, I need to create a image, one account. If you go for Docker Hub, you can see Docker Hub images. Go to dockerhub.hub.docker.com. This is the domain. You can go this domain. Okay. And you can go this domain and go to sign in. Now you can see it is asking for, if you already have account. Okay. If it is sign in, if you don't have account, then click sign up and create your account here. Mail ID, username, password, and send the update if you want updates, and click sign up. Once you are done, now you will get a one mail notification to confirm your Docker Hub account. You can click that link, that is account will be created. Now if you want to show that also, let me try to open. I think I signed out for all accounts. Let me try to create for, I think so. I already have account for this JMS Tech mail ID. Let me try. I'm gonna set up one mail. Okay, let's say that. Now see, failed to complete this email address already in used. Okay, Now I have to be mm, something account to. Okay, I'm gonna create one like is 707. Okay, sign up this name already taken, and username also unique you should be there. If you this name if you already used, then you got able. I think I used this also. One of the match maybe. Okay. Mm, let me try this. Hmm. This address also is being used. Okay. Let me check is any account. Let me try this account. Okay. Now I have multiple accounts. Let's see. Okay. Sorry. I think this user not being used right. Okay. Let me use just IT. Okay. This was wrong. Okay. This request go. Just second, guys. This very old mails. Okay. Select images with cars. No. One, two, three, eight, four. No. Inside maybe it's there. Okay, fine. We try. And password. We can use whatever we used in login. Now, once you log in successfully, and the account will be verified, and this is yours one. And take a personal and take continue with free. Don't. Okay. Please verify email address. Now that's what I just told you, right? Now you got a mail from the Docker Hub. Now confirm and click verify. Right? Okay. Fine. Now, now see here. If you want to download for desktop, then you can download for this Windows and Mac and Linux. This is the commands to use to. This is the pages to for installation of Docker. Fine. Now this is our brand new account YB Madhu IT. Now how to push my images to here. Now the images is that which I have. Let me log into my Docker host mission where I used to build my Docker images. Right. Let me start this. Once it is started, let's connect this instance. Now connect this. Guys, can you hear me right properly? Again, I'm asking. Just confirm me. Okay, fine. What's going on? It's, I don't know. My system is blinking like anything. I think you guys are not seeing that, right? Okay, let me. One second, guys. No, it's fine. Switch to new speaker. Yeah, fine. Now see this. Okay, fine. Now see this Docker images. Now, what are the images we have in the system? Now you can see Docker images. Yes, is missed. Now see this. These are the images we have. There is a three images, right? Now, how to push Docker images? What command we are going to use? We are going to use command called as Docker push and then image name and then image name, right? If it is a tag along with the image means it should along with the your tag also. Okay. Now let me push Docker push to this image. This image I want to push. Like what is the tag? You should have v1. If you try to push, then it will no, there is no tag is exist because it will attach to latest. Latest image is there is no tag for latest, right? Now that's the reason. Now we have a v1, right? With the let me push. It's trying to push. It's preparing. Now it's saying that denied. Requested access to the resource is denied because when you try to push, it's not able to push. Why? Because it doesn't know where it needs to go, right? Sir, why, sir? We already have that. One second, guys. Why this is shivering? Oh, fine. Now we already have Docker Hub connection and the images are being to pull up from Docker Hub. Why can't it will push to the Docker Hub? Why? Because we know that the image will push to the Docker Hub only. Okay, like as it will push to the Docker Hub only. But thing is that it doesn't know which account need to push. Are you got it, my friend, guys? Which account? Like there is a number of accounts are there. Whom it's owner of this, right? The Docker Hub should know that like this image should know that where it needs to push. It's no, it by default is a Docker Hub only. It will go for Docker Hub, but which account? Who is the owner of that, right? For that owner, you have to be mentioned. How do you mention? When you create your image, you have to be provide the host name. If it is a host name means your repository. If it is a private repository, you have to be provide that IP address and port. And if it is ECR repository, then ECR URL. If it is a Docker Hub, you should be provide your username, right? What is my username here? My username will be this, maybe Madhu IT. Okay, this is the what my username. Now, right now we don't have any images. You can see that repository is empty. It's a new one. Okay, there is no repository at all. Now, let me show here. Okay, okay, fine. Now see this. How to create that image? We can use that. There is already image. Like we already have image. Now, how did we create this image? Using Docker commit command. Now, at the time of creating commit command, you can add directly here also. For example, the name, how you can need it. Now, you should be there like as YB Madhu IT. For example, this is your name, and then you can do this. But we are not know that right before. Know how to do this right now. Now, there is another command to create a image on top of another image. No, this is a one way. Okay, one way. Remember, they will ask interview question. How many ways to create a Docker images? One way means through container we can create a image using a Docker commit command. Another one is that from image to image. Okay, image to image means what command we can use? The command we can use the Docker tag. Command is the Docker tag. Now this is the existing image to new image. No, this one. Is it clear, guys? This is anything. This is not the same. Even you can create a new name also. Even if I this is the one name, right? I can create another also. Okay. Now let me show you another one. For example, let's say Madhu 41. Okay, JMS 41 something. Okay. You want to forget some. I can give what are the name I wish to. Okay, it's not should be the same name this. Okay, that is one thing you should remember. Now let's run this command. Now how many images we have right now? It's a three, right? These are three we have. Okay, sorry. Now copy and then paste. This is the how many images are there? Now you can type Docker images, right? Now you can see this image being created now. Okay, we can create one more also. This is not required, I'm giving for optional. I mean you shouldn't need it for the same name. You can keep it what are the name you wish to here. Okay, that's one thing I can try to explain here. Now you can see the Docker images again. Now how many images are there? Now this being created and this being created. Whenever you create a image with the same image, it will be the image id will be the same. See, for these three images ids will be the same. In case if I deleted this one image id, means it's deleting three images. Is it clear, guys? Clear now, right, everyone? Okay, others are not there in the class. Checker, but I don't know like what eagerness for you is. Like tell me. Like the eagerness is does not have for me, then what is for you? Like what you guys are trying to achieve with that if you not respond? I mean, like as I feel like as you guys are intelligent or what? No, I didn't understand till now. I'm talking this from starting onwards. Okay. I don't know, right? Like you guys are understanding not. Okay. Fine. Anyways, that your wish. Okay. But yeah, that is my things to ask. Okay. Fine. Now let's try to push. Now let's I'm trying to push that image. Okay. Previously it is not allowing. Let me try to do now. Again, it's given the same problem. Okay, sir, it's the same error. Then what is why? What is the use of that? Right? No, that is the one thing. And here is that okay. You told me to go to this path, but what is your credentials? How do I know that your credentials? Are you got it right, guys? Clear no? Clear no? How do we add a credentials here? Now we are using another command to add a credentials. For that, we are using another command. Okay. How do you create that command? Docker login command. Okay. What command you can use? Docker login command. When you enter this, okay, it will ask that username. Okay. My username is that. Okay. This is my username. And password is that. This is my password. Password won't appear, but yes, I entered. Okay. Now see, it's login succeeded. Login succeeded. Now, for example, let's say if I push this image without username after login succeeded, now you will get a question. Sorry, can you try with the without username because you log in with your username and all. Just try this. It won't work. The same thing if I try to with Madhu 80 now, it will work. You got it right, guys? But this error will show for two places. One is that if you are not authorized and the image is not finding here. Okay. Both places show the same error. But thing is that you should have created with your username along with the your should be login that. Okay. Fine, sir. like where these credentials are being stored. It's a very important point, guys. You should remember the credentials are being stored under this path. It will store as a encrypted format your credentials. It combined username and password. It created one token, the token being stored in the config.json file under the your docker and then config.json.